Hey, E, what's up?
Hey, what's up? It's not 100 degrees outside.
No, it is not. It's, the monsoons are feeling a little bit better. Thank goodness.
You know what I was going to call them?
What?
Mon-lates, because they're not soon enough. They were late. So it was a mon-late.
Is that a mom joke? Because that's worse than a dad joke.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
So, top events, news, that's what we talk about here on MyDrive. Y'all feel the shaking and from the Chiner earthquake?
The Chiner earthquake. I'm from California, so it's,
You're one of those.
I'm one of those. Where are you from?
I'm from LA, baby. In fact, I asked my wife to buy me one of those California shirts because I just want to wear one around town. Dude, I go to Costco with it.
Oh, you would wear a California shirt into Costco?
I'll talk about Costco in a second. I got a Costco story.
I love
Costco.
But
getting back to the shaking and the moving in Chino Valley the other day, somebody asked me if I felt it, and I laughed because I was in the 1994 Northridge earthquake in California, and I was next to the epicenter. We were a couple miles away. Oh. We had two neighbors' houses tumble down the hill. All the windows in our house broke.
Horrible.
You could see inside the apartment buildings from the boulevard that looked like little hamster houses with the little armoire against the wall. It was trippy, and people were in pool lounge chairs in the medians of the boulevard sleeping that morning. That earthquake was a 6.7 compared to what Chino was the other day, which I think is something like 3,000 times more powerful. Every point's like 100 or 1,000 times more powerful. It literally, then you had aftershocks for the whole week.
Oh, yeah.
And we couldn't sleep because the car alarms were going off. So we ended up going to, my buddy and I went to Palm Springs for the weekend that week. And lo and behold, it was the alternative rodeo weekend. As in... Alternative.
Nice.
I don't know if we're allowed to say that.
I don't think you are. I don't think we are.
Okay, I will say the G word.
Yeah.
Because when you have a group of cowboys whistling at you, it's the alternative rodeo.
Were you wearing chaps?
I was not wearing chaps. I was wearing full jeans and a shirt.
Whatever.
So I went from not being able to sleep to not being able to sleep.
To being on guard in more ways than one.
Guard. So everyone's okay in Chino.
Well, I was napping, and it woke me up from my nap, and I was like, I thought my son hit the house with the car or something. I was like, what happened? So, I was not in the Northridge earthquake. We were living in Central California at the time, so we felt it, but nothing like that. I was on the phone making a sale during an earthquake. That was my last big earthquake in California. I was on the phone. I was closing a deal, and they were evacuating our building. You know how you have to do. And I just quietly crawled under the desk with the phone and continued closing the deal.
You closed the deal?
Yeah, I closed the deal and was done.
Consistency. That reminds me of my speech class in 7th grade. We had an earthquake, and I was so nervous. I used to public speaking. When you're that age, went to an all-boys school. Everyone's, making faces at you, and guys are like giving you hand signs, trying to make you laugh. It's just all boys is such a big mistake.
Yeah.
And I ended up getting like a B+ on the speech. It was on the Kennedy assassination. Oh. And I asked my why you gave me a B+? He goes, because you kept talking during the earthquake. I go, my knees were rattling so hard, I didn't feel anything.
There wasn't an earthquake. You just were shaking the whole room.
You kept your continuity. I'm like, I don't know what that means. It was in 7th grade. I go, but okay, I'll take the B+. So, earthquakes can benefit you. Cool.
Love it.
What else we got?
Wildlife sightings in Prescott Valley. That's crazy.
What, in Costco?
Walmart.
Okay, wildlife Costco story. We're going to go back to that.
Castle Canyon. Tell me, what's your Costco story? It's killing you.
I got to get it out.
Get it. What's happening?
You're driving up for gas, and I line up so the gas tank's on the left side because trying to do it from the right, pump from the right is a pain in the butt. And there's a bit of a line on those left-sided ones.
It is,
we'll call it that. And a dude in a big blue truck, he's probably about 63, 64 years old, big guy. He sees the green pump symbol.
Yes, tells you to go.
And he jams up in front of everybody, cuts in front of 5 people and takes the front spot. And you could tell everybody's shaking their head. And I said, I got to say something. Wife's like, no, get out of the car. I got out of the car. I walked up to him. Hey, man, how you doing? Good, good. I go, that was cheap.
Yeah.
He goes, no, it wasn't. I'm like,
Eh.
the lady needed some time to respond to it. She drove up right behind him.
Yeah.
And so, he pumped his gas and he moved on. So wildlife in Costco, in Chevy trucks.
Do you want to know the type of wildlife that my husband sees in Costco? He calls me a shoptopus.
A what?
A shoptopus. So like an octopus, but a shoptopus.
Oh, because your hands are just
because I have like
grabbing.
8 arms grabbing as I'm walking through.
You're efficient.
Shoptopus. I'm a wildlife person at Shop.
Okay, so we've covered wildlife. You want to cover the real wildlife?
All right. On Tuesday, July 18th, 2 people reported they were approached by a mountain lion.
Was he selling something?
I would assume like cougar country. I don't know. Neither were injured. And the lion quickly left the area. But then on July 20th, on that Thursday, they saw a little black bear walking through the driveways in Castle Canyon. So, and that's like in the area of East Copper Hill and North Kings Highway. So it's right over there off of Highway 69. There was a little black bear.
Okay, well, we live in the woods.
I know.
I don't know why this is news.
What do you do when you see a bear?
We live in like a national forest.
Yeah, but what do you do?
Why is it news?
When you see a bear, what are you going to do?
Oh my God. So it's not news.
It's new.
It's wildlife. You take a photo with your phone, you text it to your wife or your husband. And
it's news. It's big.
So
there's a little
send it
bear.
to the newspaper.
I'm going to go into Circle K. I need to be aware
it would be
that there's a bear.
newsworthy if it went into Circle K and grabbed a chocolate bar every day and
Polar
then
Pop,
left.
little burrito.
Yeah, a little
We teach you how
burrito,
to-
a little pause, pushing the microwave, getting it going.
Fine.
Can you help me over here? I don't have any thumbs.
Do you want to know some real news?
Yeah.
The Wranglers, who I've said up to this point need a better offensive line, somehow went to Rattler Country in Phoenix and beat the Rattlers, and now they've won the first game of the playoffs, which never thought they could pull it off.
No.
But they did it in it was 62-53, and they did it like the last second. So now they've got to go to San Jose and play the Panthers. So we'll see.
Way to San Jose. Speaking of football, I know you like this subject. I don't dare try to master,
do not.
Mixed minds with you. But I did watch on Netflix the other day, I think it's called Quarterbacks.
Watched it.
Awesome. Wasn't it?
Yes.
I enjoy watching you learn something, right?
Mm-hmm.
I love the opening, with their guys are getting slammed.
You just don't realize because they're big dudes and they take that little helmet to the side and they're wearing
Did you
pads,
hear him
whatever.
hit the ground though? I mean, it isn't like a movie where there's Foley artists making the sound of getting punched.
This is them.
It's them. Like all they need to do is record hits all day long, and they could take those sounds and put them into movies for action movies.
So
right?
It's funny because Kirk Cousins, whatever, Vikings, I love, I don't feel any way about Kirk Cousins, but seeing him at home and his family life, I'm like, oh, what a dude.
He doesn't get paid to be a nice guy though. So
but
sorry.
Patrick Mahomes, don't care. Hate him.
Right, because he's good.
Sorry, Vince Mosier. Yes, and he's curly hair. I just don't, everything about him, can't stand him.
Right, because you like the Brady-esque appearance. What?
Joe Burrow. Man. Little Joe Burrow from the Bengals. My favorite part of quarterback was watching Patrick Mahomes go into Cincinnati and be beaten 3 times in 2022 and seeing his reaction, because I never got to see his reaction of it. And you see him cussing and throwing his helmet. I was like, yeah, we did that. That was awesome.
But so is it called the QB or the quarterback? Quarterback on Netflix, doc. Very good movie.
Watched it on the way to Vegas last week.
Yeah, no, I thought that was pretty good. We also watched Someone Cloned Tyrone with Jamie Lee Foxx and a couple other folks.
Love Jamie Lee Foxx.
It's going to be kind of a cult classic. I thought it'd be funnier.
But no.
Because JB was in it, but it wasn't that. I mean, he was good, character actor. It has an underlying message and all that stuff. Speaking of which, like the Barbie movie, we'll talk about that in a second. But did I like it? I saw it. I'm a little aggravated with it because I don't know if I like it or dislike it. It's just way different. So,
what about Shark Week? Are you watching Shark Week right now?
Oh, well, no.
I'm watching Shark Week.
Okay. Well.
It's killer. Killer.
Did you know more people get killed by cows than sharks
Shut up.
every year?
Froze.
Yep.
How did cow kill you?
10. I think one person a year gets eaten
botulism.
by a shark, and then 10 people a year get stepped on and killed by cows. Did you know that?
Well, rodeo stuff, I bet you. Like the cows.
No, I don't know if they include that. That's like a sporting event.
What about
the
like
bulls.
botulism or whatever? Like when you eat bad meat, is that considered a cow attack? Come on.
Indirectly from the inside out. All right. So we've covered cows, sharks, quarterbacks, wildlife sightings in Prescott Valley, which really isn't newsworthy. Earthquakes in Chino Valley. What else we got? You got the Wranglers. So they won, and they're doing
Wranglers.
good. When's their next game? Do you know?
It's this Saturday against, they're going to San Jose.
Okay. So you said that's San Jose.
Yeah,
I wasn't listening.
That's because
Wanna
you were
cover
thinking
Hope
about,
Fest?
we can cover Hope Fest. So that's going on August 19th. We just did a little podcast with her. It was very awesome. Hope Fest is an awesome event. It is the 11th annual Hope Fest, and they do tons of stuff. So it's, if you're not in need, if you don't need the free haircut, you don't need the, you're struggling with addiction or whatever, there's still bounce houses and fun stuff to do. So it's not just about, getting help or whatever. It's a fun family time. So
Cool.
Go check it out.
And this August 11th, Friday at 6:30 p.m., Scandalous Hands is playing on the turf behind Colt in Prescott Valley, part of Prescott Valley's free summer concert series. Again, with Scandalous Hands, they're awesome. Put on by the Fane Family Foundation.
Good event. I'm excited.
Great event.
I'm assuming it's going to be cooler, which the heat did not deter anybody from the last one. So they still all came out. So, because once the sun goes
I'll
down,
be down
it's
by
fine.
Lake Pleasant this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bought Thor some shoes. Gonna be too damn hot for his paws.
Yeah. Well, what
He'll
about
be high stepping.
that dog? How much fur does that little dude have?
He's like, it's like a snowstorm all day long at my house. It's terrible.
My dog lays flat on our concrete floors to
he
just
does that
cool
too.
off. The poor baby.
So we got the summer concert series. Cool.
Artisan and Maker Market, July 30th.
That's basically the farmers market in Prescott Valley, right?
Super
With
fun.
a fancy name.
It's
Farmers
fancy.
Market, Prescott Valley, this weekend, Sunday, 8 to 1 p.m. And that's taking place where?
Right here at the ranch. So it's just
At
right
the
out in
Ranch
the
Town
parking
Center.
lot. 38 Special. You into them?
Hold on loosely, don't let
Don't
go.
let go. Yeah.
Where
So
they're playing at Yavapai College.
they're playing at Yavapai College, and that is going to be July 30th.
I
So
noticed
get
they
those
did a
tickets.
little bit of photoshopping on their photo. I'm just going to say,
You think
I
so?
love them.
So remember when Alice Cooper came to the Findlay Toyota Center? I was like, oh my God, that guitarist is so cute. And then I looked him up afterwards and I was like, oh, good God. Like from far from the stage, he looked really
So 30-day specials playing when?
Sunday, 7:00.
Okay.
This makes me want to go see them now.
Hold
That just
on
like, that gives you that
loosely
warm little, it's
to
like a
your
warm
oxygen
little hug.
tank. What else we got?
God. Your boy, TD.
Our prodigal sports son, TD Torrance Dunham, with talking Central Arizona sports on
Just doing
cast11.com.
a replay, getting ready for football season because it's coming up. So I'm excited about that. This is the last Sunday without football. Last weekend before football season.
So this is the last weekend before football season's over? What?
Starts.
Starts.
Dude, come on.
Okay. Well,
Can't
if
work
you
under these
panic
conditions.
or if you party too much with football season starting
Uh-huh.
and you pee in the bed, you have what?
Mattress protector. I was
You
like,
have a mattress protector.
dude, what are you doing right now? Free mattress protector with your bed purchase.
In case you drink too much at the opening season football game.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know why. That'd be the only reason why.
I bought a new dining room table this weekend.
Yeah?
We had to put it together.
So you had to put it all together?
I had to put
So
it
you
together.
guys have a cussing match with your spouse?
No, because
Where's the Allen wrench? It didn't come with an Allen wrench, and there's 2 screws missing.
so you
I'll
need
never
to
do this
you need
again.
to know my life. My life is always a competition. Everything I do in my life is a competition, and my kids have been raised that way. So have you ever seen the show Amazing Race? So
Yes.
Frank put together the table, but he was like the Phil of Amazing Race. And so me and my daughter were on one team, and then my son and daughter were on me and my daughter, and my daughter and I. No, there was only one daughter that was on my team.
My daughter and I.
And then Josh and Allie were on another team, and we had to put chairs together as a team, and then they had to be inspected by Big Daddy, the amazing race guy.
So that's genius.
Super
I want to tell
smart.
you about how Big Daddy, your husband, is genius. Putting together a chair compared to a table
Yeah.
is a pain in the butt, and there's probably 4 to 8 of them.
Yeah. 8.
Eight chairs.
Yeah.
And there's always more screws, and chairs are just kind of wonky. Plus, he got to judge you guys.
Yeah.
So he's watching you do the majority of the work, and he gets to judge you.
Yeah.
That man, that is a light beer genius.
Do you know he was loading the table because we were waiting for the Costco people to come in and help us load the table. And the lady next to him was like, "You are so smart," because he like put the thing up there, then was using the dolly. And the guy runs up and he's like, "Oh, let me help you, dude." And he goes, "Dude, I live with women, all girls in my house except for one boy." And he goes, "Gotcha." Like, enough said, sir. So apparently you got to learn some tricks.
It's not sexist.
No, it's truism.
So see, I
Truthism.
appreciate you accept that. Did you ever see the Barbie movie yet?
I have not.
I heard it's very good.
Yeah, I wanted it
may
to
not
be
be for
fun.
males. I don't know. Although Ryan Gosling, he's kind of a funky actor. I kind of enjoy his style,
kinda
so
cool.
I might have to watch
Yeah.
it just to see him be weird.
So the fun fact I know about the movie is Margot Robbie, they were going to CGI her
Robbie.
feet. She's smoking. They were going to CGI her feet to do the little Barbie feet, but they were like, "No, her feet are beautiful." And she has the prettiest little feet, but she's tiptoeing the whole time through the movie.
It's already
so.
grossed like 120 million or something like that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like the whole like life and sexism. Speaking
they
of
say
sexism,
it has a message.
I don't want a message.
I don't know if it does
You
or
know me.
not. I haven't seen it, so I can't be a judge of that.
Do they go to space?
I don't think they go to space.
Barbie car
But
in space.
what's unique about that movie is Mattel is producing movies now, and it's going to be all around their IP, all their different properties. So Ken, Barbie, Rock'em Sock'em Robots, which I think Vin Diesel is going to be in that. Oh yeah,
I'm in.
space cars. I forget.
I'm in. Rock'em Sock'em Robots. I'm in. Tell me he's fighting the Rock, and then I'm totally in. The Rock'em in. It's in.
Rock'em Sock'em. Who didn't love Rock'em Sock'em Robots?
So when I was a kid, we had those soccer boppers. Do you remember those?
No.
So they're like pillows. They're like inflatable, like a raft or something that you'd put on your hand, and you'd punch people with them.
So they're basically inflatable boxing gloves.
Yes.
Yeah, what could go wrong there?
Well, when you have a dad like mine, you let the air out of your daughter's one so they hit harder. And then the kid that you're fighting are real fluffy. And so you fight and you win. I don't know why I'm competitive. This is weird to me. It's like our parents were having like a kid boxing
We'll
matches.
get you some inflatable boxing gloves for
I
the
appreciate
office.
that. I would appreciate
Awesome.
that.
We got anything else?
I think that's it, dude. I think we've covered it all. The meaning
Concerts.
of life.
Got a couple
Football.
fires in town, but causing a little bit of smog.
A little bit of smog, but California people used to it. Earthquakes and smog.
Oh, come
It's like
on
being
now.
in San
Giving the
Gabriel
California
Valley.
people a hard time. I got to get a California T-shirt
Hmm.
just to see what the response is.
Don't you California up my Arizona.
Get back out of here. Go
Get
back
your
home.
money and quit spending it here. Get out of here.
All right, that's all I got. You want to close it out?
Watch out for those roundabouts.
See ya.
See ya.